Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Sunday morning, and we just got back from yard sailing and got some pretty good stuff. Got a pretty killer deal. My buddy messaged me last night at like midnight saying, "Dude, there's a sale out in McKinleyville. You need to get out there." I looked at it, and there was a picture of a tote just full of stuff, and you can see a 64 and a bunch of NES games. So the sale started. It said it started at 8:30. We got out there about 8 o'clock and parked, and we were across the street from the house. Nothing was set up. It didn't look like anything was going on. We sat there for a few minutes, and I saw like the guy had big bushes all along the front of his house, so you couldn't really see the front of his house. But I heard the front door open, and they came out, and he started bringing stuff out into the driveway. And I asked him, hey, how's it going? You doing the yard sale? You need any help setting up or anything? And he's like, no, I think we're good. I was like, okay, you had the games for sale, right? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah. I was like, cool. Can I take a look at them? And it was like 8:15 at that point, so we got the jump on it. We got it first. We went into his house. Nobody else had showed up. That early. By the time I left, no one else had even come by yet. So, dude takes me in the house and brings out the tote, and it's just full of stuff. And he goes, yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on to the NES and the games, but I'll sell everything else. So I was like, all right, well, I'll start looking through the tote, and he's got the top loader NES, one dog bone controller, and probably like, God, there must have been 40 games, maybe 50 NES games there. And I was like, well, could I, maybe pick a few of these? And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, sure. And he didn't really seem to care which ones I grabbed, but I grabbed about 10 games. 9 games, and then he threw in one, the one you always get. So, all right, we're going to go over these. Dude said $2 a game. Like I said, what are you thinking on all this? He goes, honestly, I don't really know what any of it's worth. Let's say like $2 a game. So on top of that, he had the 64 NES. So he had 5 NES controllers, 2 PlayStation controllers, and a racing wheel and pedal set for the 64 that I actually already have. I have the exact set. It's kind of cool. So that'll get traded off or whatever. But okay, let's go over the games. The first one that is definitely the big one and the most valuable. It pretty much pays for the entire lot. Mega Man 6 in very good shape, very nice and clean. Good label. Need a little dusty, but it's in really good shape. $2, and it's a $50 game easily. So for all this, I paid $53. So yeah, that literally pretty much pays for the entire lot. Prop this up here. All right. Okay. Next game, Bubble Bobble. All right. That's about a $20 game. When I saw it, that was the first one I saw, and I snagged it, and I couldn't remember if it was Bubble Bobble or Bubble Bobble 2. That's the expensive one. It's Bubble Bobble 2. It goes for like $300. Bubble Bobble 1 is $20. But it's, awesome. Really good shape. And I didn't have this one, so now I do. Another one I didn't have, and I'm really stoked on this because I have 1 and 3, and now we have all 3 of them. Double Dragon 2, $2. Can't beat it. It's a $10 game, but now I've got all 3. So cool. Then of course Mario 3. he had 2 copies of that, and he's like, "Oh, well, here, take one of these." And one of them had the label like torn half off, and he just handed me the good one. He didn't like try to give me the shitty one. You know, 15, $20 on that all day long. That's the one he just threw that in, of course. Mario Duck Hunt. You can't buy a lot of NES without Mario Duck Hunt in there. That's probably like the 20th copy I've had. Let's see, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Good one. That's $25 right there. What's this one? What is that? Breakthrough. I've never heard of it. It's a Data East game though. Those are usually pretty good. Another one I didn't have, and I didn't have this one. Heavy Barrel. Another Data East game. Hopefully those are good. That's I think that one's about a $10 game. I didn't look up Breakthrough, but whatever. What's that? 1942. So just yesterday, I got that copy of this for $1 that didn't work, and I said I'm sure I'll find another copy eventually. Next day, found a copy, and this one's actually well, except for that, I didn't see that little scuff on it right there, but it's about just as good a shape as the broken one. So 1942, $2. Paid $1 for a broken one, $2 for a working one. Can't beat it. And then last, Smash TV. Yeah, that's a good one. It's only about $10 game, but Daddy. Shit, that's $2 a piece. You can't believe this stuff sometimes. The N64, there was 10 N64 games. The only good ones, I mean, most of it's crap, but Ocarina of Time, that's $25, and Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Mythology, Sub-Zero. Horrible game, but I have a love for it because I had it I had it for PlayStation when I was a kid, or teenager actually. And I already have that one, so that will be going to my buddy. My buddy found this yard sale, and he kind of has dibs on all my doubles here. What's that one? Pokemon Stadium. What did I say that was? It's like a $12 or $15 game. I don't know. I already have it. This one, oh, that's weird. It's like a leaf or something on it. It's got some writing over or just like a blacked out marker over the name thing, but that'll come right off. Label's actually in pretty good shape. A lot of these 64, they're dirty, but the labels are all intact. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Yeah, don't really care about that. Pro Skater 1. Yeah, don't really care. Turok. And this one is actually, I think this one's in better shape than mine. So that's probably an upgrade. Monopoly. That's sweet. I actually almost bought that a couple of weeks ago. The pawn shop had this for $5, and I almost bought it, even though it's only really worth $5. But I passed on it, and good thing. $2. What's that? NBA Hang Time. Yeah, sports. Who cares? That's the only sports game out of all this. Thank God.
And
unless you count
Pilot Wings 64.
Pilot Wings 64. And that's a fun one. So that was the games. Then we got the system N64. It's dirty, but it's in good shape. Kind of. Little thing there. Expansion pack. That's $20 by itself. So can't beat that. Game Shark. Game Shark for 64. Looking these up for the price, it's a trip. I never dealt with Game Sharks as a kid. I didn't have any. I didn't really care for them. I thought it was, cheating. But there's a Game Shark. And then there's a Game Shark Pro version 3.0, and then 3.2 and 3.3. And like the 3.0 one's worth like $6. The 3.2 one is worth like 25, and the 3.3 is worth like 35. I have no idea what this one is. Tried to pop it in the 64 and nothing happens. Nothing comes on. I don't know if it's just dirty or what. Apparently they had a little sticker on the back right there that said what version it was. And you can see the sticker was there. It's kind of filmy, but it's not there anymore. So I have no idea what version this is. Yeah, so we'll see what we do with that.
Got a
We got
wheel.
the racing wheel, which so we already have that. So that'll, I don't even know if it works. We haven't
Got
tested
the
it.
go and stop.
Got the pedal.
Yeah, go and stop. Whatever.
Yeah, this in there. This is garbage, honestly. These are aftermarket. They're both missing the battery packs. They are dirty and gross. But Rumble Pack. Well, this says Trimmer Pack Plus, which I'm assuming is a Rumble Pack, and then it's got another like aftermarket Rumble Pack stuck in it. So 2 crappy aftermarket Rumble Packs that I'm not going to do anything with those. 64 had the power cable, and it had the AV plugs, but dude had like tried to splice in what looked like some speaker wire to make the cable really long. Luckily I have an extra AV plug for it, so that is complete. No controllers on the 64, but there was 5 NES controllers. Never have enough of these. That's probably 30 I have now. I don't know. And 2 PlayStation 1 DualShock controllers. Don't know if they work. Haven't tested them yet. So all of that was $53. Yeah, you can't beat it. It was actually like, it was really only 52, but as he was giving me change, he only had $7, and I was like, you know what, just give me the $7. $53 is fine. So technically, I paid $1 for Mario Duck Hunt. So that was that. Plus, dude said he had a whole bunch of PS1 at his mom's house or something. He was gonna look for. He took my number. You know, he said he would hit me up on that and anything else he might find. And if he decides he wants to sell the top loader and the rest of the games, he's going to hit me up first. So, cool. And then, so we left there and I went to get gas. And right across the street from the gas station was kind of wasn't really a yard sale, but it was a big sale, like at a kind of an abandoned gas station. And they actually they had an advertisement on Craigslist for that, but I didn't think about it. But I could see it from where we were, so I drove over there real quick and got out and looking through a couple of boxes that looked like they had like some DVDs in them or something, but they were all books. I guess those are all in the living room. But there was like those Minecraft books. Go grab those real quick. Some Star Wars books, a Star Wars Lego character book, hardcover, which was kind of cool. Let me see the Minecraft ones.
Can I see them?
Well, I'm not gonna name them. I'm just gonna show them all like that. These Minecraft books. I mean, these things are always. You know, anything Minecraft is expensive. I don't know how they get away with it, but 50 cents each on all these. So I got them for the boys. They love Minecraft. The Star Wars books. Yeah, I mean, nothing great. There's some pictures in there, but and then the Lego book is pretty cool. Book of Lego characters encyclopedia. Had a guy with it, I guess, but he's not in there. Little tour back, but whatever. 50 cents each for all those. And then as I'm looking at that, the lady gets up, or she walks up to me and she goes, "Oh, is there anything particular you're looking for?" I was like, do you have any video games? She goes, "I have one Zelda game." And I was like, "I'll take it." I didn't even ask what it was. I just said, "I'll take it." And she goes and she's like, "Oh, it's in one of these boxes," and she's looking for it, and I'm expecting her to pull out, you know, the NES gold card or maybe Ocarina of Time, and she pulls out. It was Ocarina of Time, but for the 3DS, which is tits because it's the one I don't have, and we've been looking for it. I almost bought a couple of weeks ago. I almost bought the Greatest Hits one or Player's Choice or whatever. For $20 new, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was like, no, I'll find it eventually. The original one for cheap, and sure enough, $5. $5 on that. It is totally what?
Can I show the back?
Yeah, It's complete. Everything's in there. It's in really good shape. And that was the only one she had. Only game she had. $5. So with the books, it was like $8. 50 cents each on the books, so $8. But yeah, boom, awesome. That I'm stoked on that one. I'm really stoked on the Double Dragon 2 also, because that's one I didn't have. And I have Mega Man 6, but you know that right there is going to be my recouper. I'll probably sell that or trade it off or whatever. But sweet. I think that's about it. I don't think. Tried to hit one other yard sale. That we drove where it said it was, and there was nothing there. So I was like, you know, that's enough. Honestly, we scored pretty good today, so let's go home. But yeah, that's it. All right. Say hi to your brother. Say hi to Edward. Say hi, Edward. Edward will see
Hi,
this.
Edward.
Hi, Edward. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.